Hi everyone, welcome back to class. In this session, we are going to discuss lesson 3 of Unit 9. This is the last material that we need to cover for the midterm exam. In this lesson, we talk about the passive voice, but in the past tense. To start our discussion, let's take a look at the vocabulary here on crime. Answer the questions using the words and phrases in the box. You have judge, jury, thief, and police officer. Number 1, who steals things? Thief, yeah? Number 2, who arrests criminals? It should be the police officer. Number 3, who decides if a criminal is guilty or innocent? It's the judge. Number 4, who can decide what punishment to give a criminal, for example, a fine or a jail sentence? It's a jury. Let's listen to a news story. You can write true or false against the number from number 1 through number 7. After you do the exercise, we can discuss your answers in our Telegram group.
Unit 9, page 92, track 11.
And in local news, a very unusual car thief was sentenced to 10 years in jail today. The thief, Los Angeles factory worker Dave Grumble, was charged with stealing 39 luxury cars. The cars, worth close to $4 million in all, were stolen from dealerships all over California. The court was told that Grumble repeatedly visited car dealerships and, after befriending the sales staff, would ask to test drive a car. He never returned the cars. Instead, he sprayed the cars with expensive perfume and then drove them for several days. Each of the cars was later found along the side of Highway 1. He was called the Chanel No. 5 thief by the media. In interviews, Mr. Grumble explained his actions. He said it made him feel rich to drive nice new cars. He said he liked to pretend he was wealthy and had as many cars as he wanted. Grumble was caught when he was seen leaving one of the stolen cars on Highway 1. A police officer smelled the inside of the car and knew he had the Chanel thief.
Now here is the language point, the passive voice using the past tense. Read the active grammar box and circle the correct underlined choices. Number 1, use the active or passive form to say what the subject did. Grumble stole new cars. Grumble here is the subject, and the subject does something, or in this case, in the past tense, did something. So we need the active voice. Grumble performed the action. Number 2, use the active or passive to say what happened to the subject. Use it when who or what causes the action is unknown or not important. 39 cars were stolen. The subject here is 39 cars. What happened to the 39 cars? Were stolen. So it talks about what happened to the subject. The cars received the action. Alright? So in the active form, you have subject plus verb to, but in the passive form, you will say the subject and then followed by verb to be, was or were, and then past participle. For example, I wasn't given anything to eat, or what punishment were they given? I'm going to show you some examples in our Telegram group. In exercise 6, complete the sentences with a verb from the box. Use the passive voice in the past tense. As you still remember, the passive voice needs the subject, verb to be, was or were, plus the verb 3. You can do this exercise and then we discuss your answers in our Telegram group. Please continue on to exercise 7. Circle the correct choices in the story below. In this exercise, you need to know whether a sentence should be in the active form or in the passive form. Remember, in the active form, the subject did the action. In the passive form, the subject receives the action. Alright? I hope you learned something useful today, and I'll see you again in our next video.